this morning, I say, giving the explanation for which neither of them asked. She shoves Silas back toward her door, and this time he moves, catching her wrists and pulling her with him. Silas! She drags his name out like she's complaining, but she doesn't put up much of a fight when he wraps her in his arms. Over her shoulder, she calls out, "He'll be gone in 2 minutes, I promise." 15, Silas counters. 5. 20. 5, Silas. He groans, and then Dylan's bedroom door closes with a quiet snick. I breathe out slowly and press my warm cheek against my shoulder since my hands are full. I can only hope that I just turned a subtle pink instead of my usual glaring red. Doubtful. I cross to the living room sofa and dump my books down on the coffee table. The pages of a few are bent and folded from the fall, and I spend a few moments writing them. When you find yourself wanting to apologize and sue the book, that's when you know you're a nerd. Back in her room, I hear Dylan squeal and shout, "Silas, don't!" Judging by the few thumps and then silence that follows, I'm betting Dylan didn't win that particular battle. I open my note spiral and pick up the course textbook from my test this morning. The pages of the book are marked with sticky notes, because writing in books is pretty much my definition of evil. The notes have my thoughts and questions crammed into the smallest handwriting I could manage. I flip to where I left off studying last night, and then search for the corresponding chapter in the textbook. But even when I find it, I can't seem to focus on the words in front of me. My head is back in that bedroom that's not even mine. Not in a creepy way, but just curious. I've known Dylan for over 2 years now, lived with her half that time, and saw her on plenty of occasions with her long-term boyfriend before Silas. But now, things are different. With her ex, I'd never really felt like I was intruding on intimate moments. But now there's a hallway and a door between us, and I still feel like I'm too close. I should have known based on how little I've seen Dylan so far this semester, and the way she talks about him, that this new guy is different. But even so, I never would have been able to predict the palpable chemistry between them. I think back to the moment when he pulled her into his arms. I'm not really one for emotional displays, and I don't think I'm prone to jealousy, but looking at them was like flying too close to the sun, like their gravitational pull is strong enough to disrupt everything around them, including my ability to concentrate. I didn't know that there actually were relationships like that. I'd thought it all some gross over-exaggeration by writers and movie studios and marketing executives looking to cash in on people's gullible need for affection. I live in a world of facts and figures and equations, but Silas and Dylan, as hard as it is to admit, something about them goes beyond logic. Together, they're greater than the sum of their parts. I suppose it's a good thing that I'm graduating early, in about 2 months to be precise, because my instincts tell me I'd be looking for a new roommate soon if I weren't. It's 21 minutes before Dylan's bedroom door opens, and the two of them return, fully dressed, with hair damp from what I'm guessing was a shared shower. My roommate looks sheepish, and the wicked look on her boyfriend's face makes me think of my Nona's lectures about the tempting beauty of Lucifer. Somehow, I don't think Dylan would appreciate me comparing Silas to Satan, even if the strict Catholic upbringing I received in my family didn't quite take with me. I keep my head down and focused on my books, as the two of them say goodbye at the door. There are some definite kissing noises, a few giggles, and a low murmur of words I'm glad I can't hear. I should be able to ignore them, but for a reason I can't quite identify, I'm hyper-aware of the two of them wrapped up together in my peripheral vision. Even when the door closes,